Hi guys, and welcome to the course. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Michael.
And I'm Ben, and this course came about because a lot of you are asking, how do you get your models from Blender into Unity properly with all of the bells and whistles that requires? So what sort of problems, Mikey, are we going to solve in this course?
Well, often you can get a pure model into Unity itself from Blender, that's fine, but sometimes your textures aren't there, and your normal maps, and loads of other things that don't quite make it look right. So it looks wonderful when you're over in Blender, and when you try and get it over to Unity, it all falls apart.
Absolutely. So the idea is you've got to create your models in Blender with the output in mind. So this is not a course about Blender, and it's not a course about Unity. It really is a fusion of the two. The idea is that we're using Blender to get the required result in Unity. The material setup's done in Unity.
Yes.
The lighting's going to be done in Unity.
Yep.
What are the sort of things, Mikey, that tend to catch people out? So there they are, making a model in Blender. They try and put it in Unity. You've said things about the normal map going wrong. You've said things about the textures going wrong. Can you elaborate on that a little bit? What sort of problems do we solve? What's a typical problem they come across, and how do we solve it?
Well, the great thing about Blender is kind of the lighting all works out of the box. Unity is a fake lighting engine. You've got to work a little harder to get it working. And also the way your textures adhere to the surface of your model. So if you go ahead and create a wonderful model in Blender, you can just attach a texture to it and the rest of it's done for you. In that way, it's very sort of simple to just apply textures. But in Unity, that doesn't work. You need to specify exactly how that texture is mapped. And that's where a lot of people fall down.
So you've got the mapping of the textures, the sizing of them, the orientation, the UV mapping,
yes,
the naming, the naming conventions of your textures.
Oh, and light maps.
Light maps.
They can produce horrible artifacts. If you've ever seen where two edges join in a game, there's a horrible little dark area around there. That's because the light map hasn't been created properly. So we'll sort that out as well.
So why bother with all this? Well, the answer is pretty simple. Remember, in Blender, yes, you just do stuff and it kind of works, but you're waiting minutes or hours for a frame to render. In Unity, we're expecting your frame to render in about a 60th of a second. So it's worth doing all this effort. And when you finally do get it how you like it looking in Unity, you can move around it, you can interact with it. It is an interactive environment. More work, but definitely pays off in the end.
It certainly does. And we'll see you over in the course.